Hello everyone, this is Eric from Etiquette. Today I want to talk about common English mistakes Korean students make. These mistakes will focus on Korean students but could be used for Asian students who study English as a second language. Let's start with Konglish. Language evolves and is used differently in each country. But especially in Asian countries, we find words and expressions to suit the needs of the native language and its culture. I want you to listen out for these words when you are in Korea and then help your students understand how they should actually be used. When Koreans have had a lot to drink, they say, "I am drunken." When I ask them where they heard this, they say that their teachers taught them and nobody corrected them. So it's up to you. Here is a favorite of a friend of mine. Grand open instead of grand opening.
Grand opening, grand closing.
If you walk around Korea, you'll see shops opening up and it'll say grand open. Hips. When we talk about hips, we generally talk about the hip bone or our sides. But Koreans have been taught that hips actually means butt. So just tell your students that if they want to say butt or behind, that's better than saying hips. Here's a big one. Take a rest. Many native speakers actually come to Korea and they start using this. And when you say it, there's something wrong with it. There's something cringy. It's because I believe that this is also Konglish. They took take a break, rest, push them together to create take a rest. And when you use it, some people say, no, it's correct, you can use it. But if you go to another country or if you return to your home country and you say take a rest, people are going to say, well, that sounds kind of strange. So I believe you should tell your students it's fine to use take a rest in Korea because we're so conditioned to use it. ESL teachers come into the classroom with an idea to teach a lesson or grammar or some expressions. But we never get the basics right, and we also don't drill the basics. When the students use sentences, we're just too happy for them to speak, so when they make small mistakes, we don't always correct them. And that is our mistake. So let's look at some basics that Koreans still get wrong and that we should try and fix and help them with. A big one. Adding S to the end of a verb or a plural noun. I have 5 minutes left. So you got to help these students and you've got to drill it in. Use an S at the end of plural nouns. Dollar. I have $1. I have $2. I have $3. I have $5.50. Get that S in there, people. I mean, we want them to be confident in their language. And how can they ever be confident if they go out and they still continue making these basic mistakes? Not adding an S at the end of a verb for simple present. The boy eat dinner. The girl study for the exam. You've got to press your students. You've got to tell them, listen, guys, this is a mistake and I want you to focus on it. That will help them become more confident in the future. Articles. Students still struggle with articles. The, an. So we use an article with a single countable noun. Go to the airport in a taxi. The taxi is yellow. In the second sentence, the taxi is specific, so we make it the. Don't use articles with uncountable nouns. Gas is expensive, not the gas is expensive. Use the when it's something unique. Don't look at the sun. Don't use with proper names. I live in the Seoul. Here are some you're definitely going to hear a lot. It was funny playing with my friend. Instead, they want to say it was fun playing with my friend. The movie was bored. I am boring. So you want to say the movie was boring. I was bored. The movie was interesting. I am interested in that subject. Here's one you're going to hear a lot. I am going to home. We have to say I'm going to the library, I'm going to bed when you talk about a noun. But home is an exception. Here are some examples of when not to use to. I am going underground, I'm going away, I'm going nowhere, I'm going upstairs, I'm going in, I'm going outside, I'm going inside. Teach this to your students. Make a girlfriend. This is one we often hear in Korea. If you have students, like university students, you ask them, what did you do this weekend? And they will say, I played with my friends. So you want to tell your students, if you're a little kid, you play with your friends, but as you grow up, you hang out with your friends or you spend time with your friends. I cut my hair. I had my hair cut. My feeling is, I feel that. I got stressed. I was stressful. I am stressed. Okay, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you learned something. If you're a teacher, what are some words that you've noticed your students use incorrectly? If you're an English learner, what are some words that you are confused about? Add them below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you for making all that noise tonight. We really appreciate it. You're far too kind.